But that's why I said the first few months were tough because when women are pregnant,
Oh, yeah.
they're horny as fuck.
You guys are like rubbing up against things.
Right,
You're like,
yeah,
hey, how you doing? And you're like, oh, don't hug me. Jesus, I came.
So what you're saying is if I see a pregnant lady...
I'm done with you. And welcome back to No Sense of Direction. I'm Maria.
I'm Ernesto.
I thought we weren't doing the welcome back.
What's your name, though?
Nate.
I don't know. We can talk about it some other time. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way.
All right, we got that out of our system.
I think the man bun the past 5 years is the new mullet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because it went out of style.
Yeah.
And once it went out of style, it was like, it was over.
But mullets came back.
No.
Women were doing it.
Woman mullets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some look pretty hot.
Yeah. I think of like a female 80s rocker.
Yeah.
Front
Feathered
like
and fierce. Huh?
Yeah, like a feathered mullet in the front.
It's like,
and it's got
it's like poofed up here and then it comes down.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's gross.
And it looks like you came from the 80s. It's already gone.
So, do you ever crop dust?
All the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you announce it?
I don't go crop dust.
Well, okay, so what I used to do is I used to walk by people and go,
as you're pushing it out.
Well, no, I didn't.
Being.
I didn't crop dust. It was just me making that noise.
And then everybody's like,
yeah, like, oh. And then if they smelled something, that was in their head.
Yeah, why is he in the airplane?
Yeah, if they smelled something, it was in their head. It wasn't me because I didn't crop dust.
If you tell
know what
everybody
I mean?
I farted, everybody runs, even though you didn't. Which I don't know why. They fart. Do they run from themselves? If you say you don't fart, Maria.
No, she does fart. She does fart. She farts only in the bathroom.
I said if people are home.
In a shoebox.
If people are home, it'll be in the bathroom.
What's in
If
a
I'm
jar?
by myself, then I don't give a shit.
You say she just let it rip.
She distills it. But do you okay, so I'll tell you, like, if I'm by myself, I let it rip too, but I'm like, if it's loud, I'm like proud of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Well, here's the question.
No,
Never.
Here's the question. Do you guys, when you're by yourself, do you laugh at your own farts?
Yes.
Me too.
I don't.
Sometimes though, the ones that scare me are the ones that make me like, oh my god.
Well, there's the warm ones that are like,
oh my
it's
god.
like heat. It comes up your back.
What did I eat?
Comes out of your collar.
Why? That's gross.
I remember, I told you, yeah, we talked about this. My grandma would be like,
nasty.
My grandma would be like, well, it must be coming up your collar. Yeah.
So gross, dude. Like, because you fart in your pants and it stays within your shirt. That's so nasty.
And that's why a lot of men do this.
I'm gonna share something gross with you guys.
I do this a lot.
I'm gonna share something gross. I'm gonna share something
You're
gross.
blowing in.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Okay.
It's probably not gross.
And
probably not gross.
women across the world will
do
agree
this.
with me.
They do this.
They agree with me. Like this is what happens.
Well, you like the smell of farts.
Stop.
I love
Sometimes,
methane.
usually, like if we're wearing jeans, tight jeans, or pants, or whatever, and we fart.
This
is really.
Does it?
No, I want to hear.
Does it clap?
No, it goes through our
it's
vagina
tight.
lips.
That's something new that I just figured out.
I promise.
It's
happens.
musty. Is it?
No woman on this earth is gonna say that never happened to me.
That explains the smell sometimes.
Oh my god!
Ew.
Like it gets trapped in there.
It's like,
It doesn't
oh,
get
man.
trapped. It goes right through.
So,
My-
does it go?
No, but like
Sometimes-
It goes through your lips.
There's no initial because it's going straight through.
But then if it's
Do you feel the force?
Yeah.
What?
the force is strong with this one.
I felt like, because it's so tight, it's just like packing everything in. You wouldn't
exactly.
Nope.
Really? What?
So that's why when women fart, you could smell it quicker. It's not in the back.
'Cause they're
It's in
shooting
the
it forward?
Yeah, they're shooting it. That makes sense. Makes sense because everybody's like, "Who farted?" And everybody's like,
Oh,
I
that's
didn't. I
fucking
didn't."
funny, dude.
Do you ever?
You're welcome.
Do you ever?
I don't think I've ever like accused a woman of farting though. I've not like if you smell a fart.
Usually the ones
If
that
you're in a
don't
group
say
of
anything.
people mixed, no one's
It's
ever going to
usually
think that the
it's
woman does
another
it.
guy. Yeah.
Why is
So
that?
do you guys play that off then? Do you guys use
Well,
that? Not
again,
you because you only farted in the fucking public,
Yes.
or not you
in a
I mean,
shoebox?
in a
in a shoebox.
in a jar.
In a shoebox in,
jar.
in Guam.
I'm gonna distill it.
She's like,
I'll be back, guys. I got to catch a flight.
yeah, hey guys, I got a fart. Give me about 4 days.
So
4-day fart, that'd be fun.
what? Why would that be fun?
What was your question?
For 4 days. It'd make
Sounds horrible.
and then it'd go.
The worst is when you feel
Horrible.
When you feel like you have to take a shit,
Yeah,
and then you go to the bathroom. Yeah, and you sit on, and
It's
then
like a
it,
waste of time.
it makes. Well, I kind of like the noise
'cause you
because
sit
it's
down and you're
it
like,
gets
"Oh."
that echo. It gets that reverb.
Oh.
That's never a waste of time.
And then it echoes back.
That's never a waste of time. Because what if you like shit your pants?
Well,
That's true.
I've shit my pants.
Never
We've all
take that
talked about
chance.
this. It's okay. You've never shat in your pants.
I've shat my pants.
Maybe as a toddler.
I've
was
shat
the
my
last
pants.
time. Why do you roll your
As
eyes?
a
I'm sorry.
toddler. Oh, last time I
I've
picked my
never-
nose, I was
okay.
probably
If I
4.
shit my pants, I would tell you. I don't understand the eye roll.
You've never had it like pushed a little too hard and
No.
too much confidence.
No.
Well, okay, so
You keep forgetting. If my stomach is hurting, right? I don't take fucking chances and be like, let me
do.
just sit here and fart. No,
It's
I'm
like-
I'm probably gonna have diarrhea. Let me go to sit on the toilet.
Okay.
It's like Russian roulette with me.
I
like
don't do
we
that.
don't
I
know
don't
what's
take
gonna
those
happen.
chances. I'm sorry.
I've had a fart where it's a little moist back there afterwards. You got to
I
wipe.
don't know why
like a
a
courtesy
visual
wipe.
just came. A visual came in my mind of someone taking a shit with a thong on, but still wearing the thong, so
it
it
goes-
splits.
You're disgusting, Ernie.
It's like a banana
It just,
split.
yeah, it just hits the side of the toilet and goes into the water.
I don't know why.
Oh God.
I think of the pussy lip thing.
What? It goes forward?
Instead of forward thinking, it's forward farting.
No.
And you lick that after a fart passed through it.
I'll eat the shit out of it. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Poop particles.
And you don't even like to brush your teeth with a toothpaste that's been without a cap.
Yeah, but I'm not eating the
You're
fart
not-
vaginas. You are.
But everybody's eating your fart vagina.
Fart, that's not my problem.
It's
Which is why we don't care if the lid is on
yeah.
in the bathroom.
Well,
Exactly.
I do. That's why I keep
Because
the
it
lid
needs to
on.
be
is my
to be
point.
flushed. So if you fall into the toilet and the water hits it, it's clean. It's like rinsing it
Jesus.
too far.
You know what? Podcast's over. We're done.
Yeah, we quit.
No, I'm just telling you, like, to me, when I let one go and I'm by myself, I will rate it. You know what I mean? I'll be like,
Oh, yeah.
that was a good one.
Or if I'm standing watching TV, I'll sit there and I'll fart and I'll go. I'll turn behind me and be like, all right, not bad.
You sniff it?
Yeah,
You sniff it?
it's my own.
I don't sniff it. I don't sniff it on
I
purpose.
sniff it.
I just feel bad. I feel bad when I let one go.
Oh, you guys are so disgusting.
Okay, so it's
and
happened to me where I'm by myself in a room and I let one go, and then like 2 seconds later, someone will walk in.
Yeah, yeah, and you're just reaching up high to get a book. You're like, hey, what's going on?
Hey, man. What,
Man.
do you smell that?
Yeah,
I think someone changed the diaper and just left it in here or something. I can't find it.
I'm trying to find it behind this book.
Is that the weirdest? Is that the weirdest thing that you do when you're alone?
No, what fart?
Smell and rate your farts.
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't.
But is that the weirdest thing you do alone?
I mean,
that
I've had
weird?
it. I've had it to where it's like 8
Is it weird, or do you think it's weird for women? Because I think a lot of guys might do that.
Yeah, you got to rate your fart, or it's like what does it smell normal?
I feel like
That's different. Like, am I sick?
yeah.
Yeah.
because like you get this like pain in your gut.
Sometimes I'm just like, what the fuck did I eat?
Yes.
What was that?
Because even if you fart, because you fart behind you,
Right.
which I mean, if you think of the
You do?
genetic makeup of us, well, except for you fart out of your vagina. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's like,
That's like a trick shot.
yeah. Smell this. Fuck you, dick. Pew pew pew.
Maybe that's why nobody guesses or like assumes that we're the ones farting because
Yeah.
it's not behind us, it's in front of us.
It immediately goes into the middle of the group.
All right, everybody, break. All right. No.
But
Yes.
I forgot what I was saying.
Oh.
We were talking about weird things that you do when you're by yourself.
Oh, sing.
I think that's one of them.
Yeah,
I sing to myself or talk to myself all the time.
I
Or
don't
I'll,
think that's weird. I think that's normal.
but I'll reenact a situation in my head and speak out
That's
loud.
normal.
Oh my
You do that
god,
too?
that happens to me
Everyone
all
does
the
that, Nate.
time.
Don't think
Okay,
you're
I
crazy.
thought I was weird. And then I'll look in the mirror and like look at my face, like how I'm like this, and I don't want to come out. You know.
Did you ever watch the show Insecure? Probably not.
No. 'Cause
That's
I'm
like the
secure.
premise. That's like the premise of it. Like the main character, that's what she does all the time is like look in the mirror and she'll have conversations with herself or like.
But I feel like
hilarious.
it helps, like if you have like rage in you, you know, you're like, I'm good, and then the next day you're like, I'm fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it helps you kind of bring it down a notch.
That's
and
what I
otherwise
would
you would have.
do if it was no holds barred.
Is that
You know what I'm
Is
saying?
that something I should do then? Because I get road rage like crazy.
You should just do it in your sun visor.
Well, isn't that kind of the same thing?
I get
You're
road,
by yourself.
I get
Yeah.
road rage. I fucking.
I don't.
I wish death upon
I just
people.
bitch at people.
I
I'm like,
want them
"Come
to
on,
blow up.
motherfucker."
I want to die. I want them to die in like fiery crashes. Like I get mad. Yeah, big mad.
I never wish death on anyone.
Not me. And
Not
then
at all.
I don't think I have either.
I think it'll boomerang back. To
I
me.
get road rage while I'm walking. I'll be walking down the street and I'll see someone drive like an asshole. I'll be like, "You fucking asshole!"
Oh, I
hope
thought you were like
fucking
just
die.
like you get mad at the sidewalk.
No,
Other people walking by you, you're like, God
God
damn it.
damn you!
Why would you wear a satchel?
Why is this sidewalk uneven?
Did you fart?
Yeah. Did you crop dust me?
Yeah, the guy's coming by. He's like, "Meow." You're like, goddamn crop duster.
I think I'm gonna start saving my farts for people walking
Oh my
past
God.
me.
At work, you're like, "Meow."
What are the odds that guy had to fart right next to me? They would never expect it coming from me. They would
True.
think it's like
The
environmental.
city, yeah. Man, they really need to clean their sewers.
My weird thing is I have fashion shows.
Is that
What?
What?
Yeah.
In your room?
I am a shopaholic. I have so
Do you
much
like even
clothes.
like do like the suck in the cheeks? Like
No, not like that. Like I literally just like trying on all of my clothes.
at the same
That's
time?
the weird thing
Wait,
that I do when
is
I'm
that like
alone.
a pastime?
Like if I'm alone and I'm
you
not
got
doing
nothing to
anything,
do?
I put on like some
Like, you
fucking
just
awesome
to see
music.
what you look
Usually
like?
salsa.
Just open up
And
the
then
closet.
I just
and
I
there we
just go through all of my shit, and then I'm like,
Well, just-
sometimes it helps me because I'm like, okay, you're never gonna wear this, bitch. Like, get rid of it.
So it's a
But
good
a lot of times I
purge.
just
You're
yeah.
like, this doesn't fit right.
Sometimes, but then
Goodwill.
I'm that's what I end up saying, but then it's still in my house.
See, I have a bunch of clothes that doesn't fit anymore, or that I've never worn that I bought. It was too small, and I always want to chuck it. Like I'm like, oh man,
do I.
I should
Have a
probably.
fashion
That's
show.
what that pile
should
over
probably-
there is.
Have a fashion
Well,
show.
I should probably like.
Doesn't fit
have a fashion show.
Well,
Yes, but you have to veto out.
it's
Like,
not gonna happen.
you have to.
Yeah.
Naomi.
Zoolander it.
Naomi.
Fucking. What was the name? Blue Steel.
Oh, I thought you were thinking of Blue Velvet.
No, what was the other name? What was the one? What was the one that he couldn't get down?
Charlotte.
La
That's Martin
Tigra?
Sheen.
La
Martin Sheen
Tigra?
was in Blue Velvet. Right?
No, I'm talking about Zoolander.
Zoolander.
He couldn't turn to the left.
Right, but what was the name of that move?
That
It
was
was. It was it.
Magnum.
Magnum.
Montifa. What'd you say?
Thanks for not judging me, guys.
No, I mean
what?
everybody does things by themselves. Like it's just natural.
Yeah, that's nowhere near as bad as what we do.
Yeah.
We rate our farts.
Yeah. As I sit there like
But
a
you said there was
genie.
nothing wrong with it. Now there's something wrong with it.
No, but
I-
you said that there was something
I-
wrong
No,
with
you
it.
said right now you just said that's not as bad as what we do. I was thinking that what I was doing was super weird.
Have you ever
No, not at
masturbated
all.
in the mirror?
No, that's weird.
I don't think so.
Okay, I won't say
never
that's weird.
masturbated.
That's weird
That's
for
not
me.
weird because you
weird
would
for me.
you would see what you look like when you come. Is it Chinese?
No, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Or is it?
I wouldn't be able to do that.
I get angry.
Like
I've been through
looking at
5 mirrors
myself.
this year.
Looking at myself to see what I look like would stop me from
Having
finishing.
sex?
No, from finishing. Like I would just be distracted. Like
You'd be disappointed in yourself.
it just would be
It's
distracting.
okay. It's a fate.
So would you need like an instant replay?
Maybe I would
yourself?
record myself.
Yeah,
I
that's what
wouldn't
I mean.
watch myself. Yeah.
But would you tape with your significant other?
I'm sorry, I went to a different place.
Record for all those millennials. Boomers? They're boomers now, right?
It depends on the person. Like if I really truly trusted the person and I had complete control over it and it stayed my property.
I think you both should have control over it. Not just one.
Yeah,
mutual.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But yes, there definitely has to be like
Can I
an
just put
immense
this? Can I just put this
amount
out,
of trust.
out there? Any picture I get, any like nude, anything, video, I'm not like I'm gonna get you back. It's like that was between us.
Well, that's you. That's you.
I'm
There
the
are
same way.
definitely a lot of petty ass
who
people out
gives a
there.
fuck?
There are
Like-
definitely men and women.
I
There are a
actually,
lot
I
of petty
actually,
people.
I actually will delete it, like, because I don't want, I don't want to betray
Like, if
someone's
it's
trust.
over,
I don't even
yeah.
want to have I don't even want to have the temptation of doing that. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
wouldn't even get the temptation.
but either way, like, I'm not even going to test that devil. You know what I mean? Like,
That's why I leave the bars at 8.
hey, you look like Bill Murray with cancer.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh my god.
I've always had a fetish for Bill Murray with cancer.
I gotta go, kid.
That's fucked up, man. you got a
Let's all
weird.
pray to the
No, yeah.
spaghetti.
I want him
Nothing
to live
happens.
forever.
Yes.
I want him to
Thank
live
you.
forever.
What were you gonna say? I have a weird. I have a weird what?
Fetish? I don't know.
Fetish with Bill Murray?
My
father.
No.
I have like 4 fathers.
I love Bill Murray too. I think he's one of the coolest. I heard he's super cool. Like he'll just show up to parties and like
Did you see that
keggers
documentary?
and stuff like that.
That documentary where it's Being Bill Murray or something like that, and they just parties as every party showed up. Like he just ding dong saw a party and stopped by.
Right. I've heard of that.
And he would like play instruments with the band that's there. Like you'd hang out.
I thought of Dirty Work when you said that. Remember when they dressed up like cops when they wanted to beat up the fucking frat boys?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That was fucking funny. I love that movie.
That one, I think I told you, where he meets the girl and then she's walking across the street and he's like at his dirty workshop. And then he's like, Agnes. And she's like, that's not my name. And he's like, well, you never told it to me.
It was a good guess.
Yeah, exactly.
You
And
look like an Agnes.
that's a good pickup line.
Do you think so? If I called you like Brenda, hey Brenda, and you're like, that's not my name. Well, you never.
Yeah.
You would laugh.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
one night stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, creepy.
You don't do
guys
that.
At the bar.
I don't do that.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna send a private investigator out
Do it.
and see if we could find one.
Do it.
There's not one where you had like 2
Do it.
flings, like
Do
a
it.
2-night stand
Anybody ever pick you up from a job?
or a bar.
From where you work? Like pick you up? Like, hey, you're cute or whatever.
Oh, no.
No?
Yes.
People have tried?
No, yes.
I'm assuming
Somebody
people
has.
have tried.
Somebody
Has
has.
it ever been successful is my question.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, I forgot about him.
So explain.
So I worked at a clothing store and it had
Wet
like
seal.
women's and children's clothing. And
Wet seal.
he was
Go ahead.
shopping for his kid.
That sounds about right. It's
Ratchet.
wet seal.
It was a wet seal. It was Ratchet. So he came in. He's super cute. And my assistant manager actually had the hots for him. And
So that's why you got
Did you
fired.
shop there all the time?
yeah.
Okay.
And then she knew him. No. He literally would just shop for kids' clothes there. Then it wasn't all the time. It would seem like maybe once every other month or whatever. But anyway,
What?
he went to school with my assistant manager. So she had the hots for him. I didn't know this. And then every time he would come in, he would, like make small talk with me, but I never thought anything. And then one day he just asked me like, hey, we're having a party. You should stop by. It was at a club or a bar or something. And, I love my clubs. So, I went he was flirting super hard, and then we ended up making out, and then he took me to lunch a few times at work, and then we ended up going on a date, and then we ended up having some really cool sessions.
How many sessions? 3?
No, it was about maybe 3 months.
3 months of session every day?
No, maybe once a week.
Jesus.
So
Once a week?
That's 8 times.
That's not enough.
You said 2 months, right?
3 months.
3 months? Okay, so that's 12.
I think having a girlfriend and all that stuff spoiled the shit out of, like it changed my
Outlook on what?
Life.
the frequency thing. Like once a week is not enough.
Well, we weren't right. We weren't. Plus, it was like I worked all the time, and I was a single mom, so
And
I
his
didn't have
wife.
time.
He
And I
had to
wasn't
deal with
gonna
his
like
wife.
carve time. I wasn't gonna carve time. I wasn't gonna carve time like that for that. You know what I mean? So like, I had 2 days off. So one day of the days off, then we would hang out. That was it.
Every Sunday at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. When the wife was at her family's
bingo.
house. Yeah.
Yes.
What's your longest drought?
For sex?
Yeah.
4 months.
That's a good question.
4 months?
Yeah.
Like when you got done with it, did you like? I think of what was it, Scary Movie, where he like shoots her up to the ceiling?
Yeah.
She like it's like
Actually, you know what? I really don't know about I don't know. The longest?
yeah.
7 hours? No, I'm kidding.
I believe you.
I think I've gone like almost a year.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
Yeah, I think mine was maybe 8 months.
I think that's
But see, I feel
wanted
like
to die.
I feel it, but
Literally.
I also feel once you hit a certain time, you just
It
stop
stops
caring
being-
about it.
Yeah.
You stop caring.
Exactly. Yeah. I think for me it was like maybe 3 or 4 months, and then I was like, all right, let me just resign myself to the fact that when it happens, it happens. It's fine. Don't
And then
stress
after you
about
said
it.
that, it happened.
Yeah.
Were you going out at the time? You were seeing people?
Were you at the
No.
club? Were you at the club?
So you were like not seeing anybody?
You guys are gonna be like, that doesn't count.
I was
She's already laughing. Before
I
the
was
question.
pregnant at the time.
Exactly.
No, come on, that doesn't count.
Why? No, because it was after I was pregnant too.
Well, during you don't want another baby in there.
You can fuck.
What are you talking?
You can fuck. You can fuck when you're pregnant. I think a
You
lot of guys
can,
love it.
But
I like
that's
it.
what I did.
A lot of guys love it.
I was like, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 months pregnant when I broke up with my ex-husband, baby daddy at the time. And then months, obviously,
Savage.
after her, I didn't do anything.
Right.
Because I was focused on, I had a baby. So it wasn't a priority.
So you weren't out
thinking
looking.
But that's why I said the first few months were tough, because when women are pregnant,
Oh yeah.
They're
horny
horny.
as fuck.
You guys are like rubbing
Jesus
up against things.
Christ,
You're like,
yeah,
hey, how
poles.
you doing? And you're like, oh, don't hug me. Jesus, I came.
So what you're saying is, if I see a pregnant lady,
I'm done with you.
Yeah, just do
Your
this.
chances of getting laid increased by like 500%.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So hit on pregnant women.
Yes.
At the bar.
Probably not. They're shitty moms, but go ahead.
That's not going to be my baby mama.
That's true.
She's already got a baby.
That's true.
Can't put an extra bun in the oven.
Yep, that's your problem.
Yep.
Thank you for that advice.
You're welcome.
I'm going to use the shit out of it over the next.
You're welcome.
What
know
else
what I
do you
mean?
have in your bag of tricks?
Gum.
Gum. Oh, that's my favorite. Sweet mint.
Isn't it the best?
Oh yeah, it loses its flavor and it's like fruit stripe.
No, not at all.
Let's give it about a half an hour. It's gone.
That's still good. Fruit stripe is like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, fruit stripe was 3 chews,
Fine.
and then it was just tree sap.
Call me-
Point is, you cannot compare the two.
Call me fruit stripe.
Does anybody want some?
Is that the name of your dick? Mm-hmm. three pumps and you're done.
It's got zebra. It's got those zebra stripes.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you're one of those. You have the tan, not tan.
I put
It's almost like striped,
I put that painter's tape around it.
and then one outside.
Yeah.
I know we've talked
Sundays.
about different kinds of genitalia.
Have you ever had curvature, like bad curvature, where it's like banging your
No.
inner hip?
No. But Is there such a thing as ugly genitalia?
Yeah.
Really?
Did you just steal my question?
My bad. No, but for real, is there?
Yeah, where it looks like a box of cow tongue.
You know, I asked a bunch of
Nate.
guys.
It was like,
I was out with a bunch of friends, and I asked them all individually, like, "Hey, is there such a thing as an ugly pussy?"
Oh, I thought you were like, can I see your vagina?
No,
I'm
it was
doing
all
this-
dudes.
I'm doing this.
That'd be weird. Can I
Still-
see your vagina?
Not necessarily.
Dicks
Maybe they have
aren't.
one.
Yeah, there's some bad looking dicks. You got the needle dicks. You got the long, like knitting needle dicks.
So,
so bad.
what they
It's like
said
a-
is
it's like a
what they
straw.
said is
I
like
would cry.
what they said is lips. You know, lips that are like, you know, like roast beef pussies and shit
Yeah.
like that. They're not a
Really?
fan. Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that.
Did
though.
they say
I told them
why?
no.
Like they can't
Is
help
there any
that.
different? But not even. Okay, we're not
guess
It's
talking
just like
about.
penis size. Like
We're
they
not
can't help
talking
it.
about anything that you can help.
But there
or
is
can't.
ugly vagina.
But I just So what makes it ugly, and does it physically?
Smell makes it ugly. It could look perfect. Just looks like
that's the right answer, Nate. I
it's
think
like a
that's the right
dark
answer.
abyss when it stings. You're like, what the fuck is in there?
Yeah.
But
It's
let's
so bad.
Let's go on the adventure.
If it
and go
smelled
down.
bad, I couldn't. I don't think I could get down. Well, I mean, I
Like
could
bad,
fuck
like
it, but I
how?
wouldn't. I wouldn't
Would
go
you
down
still
on
have?
it.
Would you still have sex with
Yeah.
a really
Yeah.
bad smell?
Yeah,
What?
We're men.
because you don't have to smell it.
Yeah, you don't. Well, eventually.
My
you do.
dick.
Doesn't
Then
it
it's-
waft up?
Well, when you're driving home, you're like, I gotta
Oh,
shower.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
That's bad
Yeah, when you can smell it through your clothes.
Yeah,
you're like, man, my dick smells.
pussy.
Right
I actually, long
It
time
stinks.
ago, I had a girl go.
Why aren't you guys wearing condoms?
What's a condom?
Right.
Who does that? These are
Anyway,
41 years old. Who
I get
wears
that
a
there's,
condom?
I
What
get
an
that there's
asshole.
different. I get
Me?
that there's different
No,
looks.
her.
Yeah.
I get that there's
talked
different
about the
that
dental
things
dam.
look right. They look different. But does the looks does that translate into any like difference in feeling for you guys?
No.
Like
No,
okay, so like a roast
My
beef
dick is
vagina
still
feels
going
the
in
same
there.
way as a fat vagina.
Define a fat vagina, like,
Fat
swollen.
lips. That she just has like fat
Like just
lips.
you go in, it's tight as fuck. That's what that looks
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Interesting.
There is a difference in
Yeah.
vaginas, and like
Feeling and
some of them are tighter than others,
some it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
and when they're tighter, yeah, throwing a pencil down a cave
Yeah,
shaft.
yeah. Where
Why are you guys
where you're
like
just
this?
like you're like, hey, do you feel that?
Oh my
Feel that?
god!
What? I grab my wiener sometimes.
I've had girlfriends where
I've had hollow
it-
vaginas.
like when I'm fucking them, it feels like just warm water. I don't feel the sides. It feels like, you know what I mean? Like it feels like warmth and like
if you just
you know
put,
like
so if you put your dick under the faucet,
so. But
same
that's
thing.
But it makes me. It makes me. I feel like the tighter it is, obviously, the more it like.
Well, you feel
You know,
it.
you're just like, oh,
Like
I'm gonna
cold
Right,
you.
more
come right away.
friction. Yeah.
Right, but like when it's like that, I stay up for longer, and it's like it still feels good.
Yeah.
It still feels really good.
I mean, I've had hollow vagina,
and then you hit the back wall,
Someone
and then
told
you're
me
just like,
that
oh.
a guy said that he called a vagina cavernous once.
yes.
I didn't know that was a thing.
There was it literally like I went through the barrier and I was like, oh, I'm home. Like looking around, like
See?
what else is happening?
See, that's how I feel all the time. I'm like, I'm home. This is where I should be.
No, this was just like, let me just pull a chair up and.
Did you ever hear your echo?
Oh god.
Hello.
Or no, I just heard.
Hello. Okay. That's interesting. I think that would probably be the only reason why
vagina.
I would ever want to like be a dude for a day. Just to have sex and see what it feels like.
See, I thought the same thing about being a chick. Like, what does it feel like? Because it's completely different.
Yeah, I would
But you would
imagine,
want
'cause
to.
it
You
feels
would
like
want to make.
penetration, like you would
you would
feel
want to be a woman that
Has
doesn't have any issue
perfect
having
vagina,
an
like
orgasm. No,
perfect
that doesn't
vagina.
have an issue having an orgasm. That's the kind of woman that you would want.
I
To be.
forget
Why
that
do
is
women have an
sometimes-
issue
So
having
that-
an orgasm?
They're
There's
scared to let
lots of
go.
women-
Like they'll hold
exactly.
on to it and they're scared.
Those women are wrong.
That's why
Like
they
you
don't
should
have.
want to have an orgasm. That's the thing.
That's
you know,
why
Not
they
like,
don't have
as easy
orgasms.
as that for some
it's like
women.
slap,
All I'm
slap,
saying is,
slap. Do
yeah,
you need
if
me to slap you around? I will beat the shit out of you if I.
Tell me what you want, baby.
Sometimes they like it.
That's
you know
not
what?
how I talk in bed, by the way.
I said this on a previous podcast. I was like, what if he just grabs you by the hair and tells you, I'm gonna rip that pussy up, and you were like, oh, that's different. you got real quiet. You were like, oh yeah, that's different.
Whoa,
I think you turned into Nate.
Okay,
Yeah.
if the guy wasn't like aggressive ever about things,
I gotta
and then
stop
he
laughing
did that
in the microphone.
Is that sexy?
under the right circumstances, absolutely.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. Like,
Yeah.
do you like? So you like being dominated then?
But yeah, she doesn't like being the dominee.
It's half
the
and
dominator.
half. There are definitely times where, like, especially if I'm just like really feeling myself and I like put on lingerie, like, yes, I'm gonna dominate the fuck out of this session.
Okay.
Yeah, like
But-
we talked about last week. Like it was.
Other
Okay.
times,
Yeah.
especially if I'm like, if I had a shit week at work and I'm fucking exhausted mentally, then yes, I don't want to worry or do direct anything shit. Like, you just fucking do everything.
You're gonna do direct.
You tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Yeah, I want you to wash the floor.
Yeah. With
I'll be in
mop,
Yep,
toothbrush.
I'm gonna go watch TV.
I'm gonna develop rapport. I'm gonna indicate my focus.
I'm done with you.
I'm gonna recognize the.
develop rapport.
No, okay.
But no, really.
She's your girlfriend or married. I think you already developed the rapport.
No, but the reason I ask is because I find that's a common thread. I've been with like a couple women and they fucking love it. You know, like I grab the back
Yeah.
of their hair, like right behind, you know, like
Yeah,
my
like
hair.
the base
Okay,
of their head.
and they're
that's,
just like, oh,
that is a little different. Like,
That's a little. It's not
it's,
rough.
That's
it's like
yeah.
easy
That's
rough.
that's
yeah.
rough sex. That's
It's
not
easy rough,
really
though.
being dominant
like
per
just
se.
fucking pull their hair so that they have to
That's
turn
just
their
part of
head,
sex, like hair
and-
pulling, ass slapping. Like, that's just part of sex.
scratches,
Do you like that?
bites.
Do you like that?
I do.
So I feel like
Awkward silence.
Right?
I feel like
I like
a lot
different
of women
stuff. Not all the time,
have-
just sometimes.
I think a lot of women have like certain buttons that you can push.
Yeah, they do.
That
and
turn them
pretty
into
much
mush?
always.
It's a clit.
Yes.
Yes.
The two nipples. Those are buttons. Right?
So no, like
It depends.
just
I know women that have zero nipple sensitivity.
I know
right?
a lot
Or
of
does
women-
nothing for that. I know other women that it's fucking everything to them.
one
Just to
thing
play.
that's
Yeah.
one thing that's either
Play.
I love it or I hate it is ear play.
yes.
Oh, fucking hate it. I hate it so goddamn much. Like, don't
it gets
even
you
look
off,
at
though.
my ears.
What's wrong with your ears?
Don't even look at them.
Let's see 'em.
Like, no, it's not about. Look, I have small ears.
Let's see.
There's nothing wrong with them.
I can't see
I-
them behind your hair. Yeah. Elf.
There's.
She has elf ears.
I do not. I just don't. I
All
just
you
don't like
nerds
it.
out
It
there.
doesn't do anything for me at all. Like when if somebody tries to like lick it, it garners
You
this
just
reaction
hear-
to me where I'm like,
you hear it.
get away from me.
No, the
Really?
worst is where
Yeah,
they take
I
the
hate
tongue
it.
and they try to
It's
like.
kind of the same thing. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Like when people get off
you're
of
the
cleaning their
opposite.
ears.
Ugh,
I
that's a
fucking
thing.
hate that. Yes, we talked about this. Remember,
Yeah,
people
really?
love that. They're like, "Oh, it feels like an orgasm."
Oh,
no,
that.
it
I
does
thought you
not.
meant like I'm
No,
watching you clean
no.
your ears and getting a
I
bone.
don't. No, I.
I'm like,
That's a
ew.
weird
I
channel on
clean them,
Pornhub.
right? I clean them, and I'm done with it. Like, I don't. don't
There's
touch
times
it.
where
Don't
it
lick
feels
don't-
good. It's like
Ugh.
you're.
No.
Or it
Okay.
feels good, but I'm not like, oh, I got a
Yeah, no.
boner.
Okay,
No.
so
Just like it feels good.
I've been, with some. So you're
Some
you're
people.
type B, right? But I've met a lot of women that are type A, where I just have to breathe
Yep.
like hot breath on their like.
Or
What?
Yeah.
No.
Sensitive areas.
Listening,
thing.
yeah. You said you have to just breathe.
Yeah,
hot
just
breath on their ear, right by their ear, and they're just like,
and then they come all over you.
and then all over. It's like one of those fire extinguishers, just like.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden you're like, I'm gonna go to bed, and then it's like, what's happening?
And then all I have to do is just
Fire
like a
extinguisher?
slow, that slow hot
That'd
breath.
be
like,
awesome. Yeah,
You know what I mean? And then
but if a girl came like a fire extinguisher,
What
like
about your neck?
smoke came out, like it'd be like, and then it was just like,
My-
neck and ears are so close to each other, though.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just curious because
My
Stay in
neck.
your lane. Stay in your lane.
my back
Neck.
in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Too
This is
high.
this is the lane. This is the lane. Stay in it. Neck definitely.
neck is
but like
fine.
more like
What
neck
about
shoulder.
small of your back?
What if like a massage kissing your back?
Yeah, that's all fine.
You know.
Just
What about-
stay away from my ear.
Because I've kissed a girl
Literally,
on her smaller,
that's it. Just stay away
the
from my
small
ear.
of her back,
That
and
answers
she
your question.
almost came. Like I remember, I was like kissing on her, the small of her.
And you're like, what's this on my chest?
Okay.
What? How did it get on your chest?
I don't. Backwards? Is it backwards? Like you were kissing on the small of her back.
I'm just saying.
Booty was right here.
What the fuck?
He said
That I
You
mean,
know,
it just,
grab your titties.
to taste.
Titties.
yeah, no, it's happened. It's that's probably the weirdest one though. Well, I remember
Sounds weird.
that was my first sexual experience. The black girl that I was telling
that
you guys
ditched
about.
for the party. Yeah.
Yes,
How long ago was this?
I don't know.
Still mad
I
about
was
it?
like 20.
Let it go.
It was.
Poor girl.
No, I wasn't mad about it. I
No,
was.
he's talking to me.
Let it go. Let it go.
Why are you mad about it?
Fine. Because that was rude.
I was like, you know,
Party without her, you could have at least took her with you.
There's always a party.
no,
Just
that would have been
happens.
horrible. Like everybody was like, "That's the
Walked
girl you
in,
fucked."
right?
Oh, like
Yeah.
she came out and you're like, why did I do that?
No, not at all. She was
Have
actually.
you ever
very
had
cute.
those? Where you're like,
She was half black and half Asian, and she's very,
so she was
very pretty girl.
blazing.
Blazing. She was blazing.
Blazing.
Yeah. She was hot. She was hot.
Oh, hey.
I have to say, I think there's only 3 people that I can look back on and say
That was good.
they were really good looking.
Good looking? Jeez. So you're.
I am a personality person, and I fall for someone's personality, right? And
Any
then
men
after the
out
and then when I fucking hate them, I look at them like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah.
What the fuck were you thinking? Like, yeah, it's crazy. 3
No, I'm
people.
So how does that work?
What do you mean?
Like you just like
Like,
the
how do you
person,
like them and then hate them? You know what I mean?
Because
do
they
you-
fucked up. This is why.
How do you
when
allow
when
them?
you date uglier people for some reason, they think that I don't have to do anything because I got this girl. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. And then they end up cheating. So then you're like, you hate them.
I think that falls on you.
Here we go.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
But yeah, so then that's why I hate them. And then I look at them like, really,
Well,
bitch?
the way I look at
Really?
it is if I'm not attracted to you, I look at if I'm looking down at you while I'm on top of you, you have to be pretty. If I'm looking up at you,
Wouldn't you know that before?
well, I don't know, because when you turn off the lights and it's dark,
So you
their
met them in the
face
dark?
change.
You met them in the dark? And then you brought them home and had sex with them in the dark and then
mean-
turned the light on and then looked at them? That's what I'm saying.
He might have
wouldn't
been
you
drunk.
Seen
Yeah,
them
He could have
beforehand?
had beer goggles.
and then
know what
he
I mean?
magically sobered up while he was on top
Yes.
of her.
Yeah, I was like,
When
what
you
the
come,
fuck? Get out of my
all the
house.
alcohol
He-
comes out. It's like,
that's when you come.
And
He's
then you-
on top of her still.
Yeah, inner.
Well, he
Pass
pre-
out.
My point is,
Pre-cum.
my point is, wouldn't you
Pre-cum, I'm
know?
like, sober.
Wouldn't you know if they were pretty before you were on top of them?
I feel like when you turn off the lights, they look different, especially if there's like a TV on in the background. They have a different look
That's
to
true.
them.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like if
you
could-
don't see all the imperfections in the skin.
Yeah. Fluorescent lights are the worst.
Oh my goodness.
If you're ever going to meet somebody under fluorescent lights, because you'll see every pockmark, scar, everything.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying like for ugly people, if you're ever going to meet anybody, it's low light conditions.
Yes.
That's what you want to be.
TV
That's why bars are
TV
so good
lighting.
at for hookups.
TV lighting.
That's why bars are so good for hookups because you don't see all of it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You see some of it.
And then the lights turn on and you're like, oh, hi, I got to go.
You know, a lot of girls get away with fucked up grills
Yeah.
because of low lighting. Yes.
Grills like teeth?
Yeah.
No, their car, because they ran
All right,
into
that's
a
you
tree.
meant
Yeah,
like
yeah,
their
yeah.
face.
We're like,
No.
"Oh,
They're,
can't
they're
take cover.
teeth. They're like, because when they're talking to you, you don't see that they're fucking yellow. You know what I mean? You don't see that they're fucking.
So
brown.
back to the question where it's like they weren't good looking with you.
Mm-hmm.
You just enjoyed their personality, which is awesome. That's great. Because I would never do that.
Yeah, no, because we're emotional and you guys are visual. We've established that on many occasions.
I will
What's
never
your question?
say, "Hey, that fat girl
I
over
can't
there
be
on the
with a-
bar."
I
She
can't
might
be
have a
with,
good
but I can't be
personality.
with a beautiful
That's
bitch.
that's not what I go into it saying. Like, oh yeah, that guy's really gross, but I bet he has a great personality. I don't think that. I just get to know people, and then through that
Yeah.
process, I'm like, if they make me laugh.
How's your
if they're
relationship
nice-
status now?
What do you mean?
No, I don't
You're
think
a
so.
Am I
dick.
in a relationship
Yeah.
right now? No.
Okay. You were 2 episodes back. So
I wasn't.
You
No,
said
she
you were
wasn't.
seeing somebody.
I was seeing somebody. I'm not in a relationship.
Oh, that's right. We had that whole conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I think if you're dating, you don't owe anything to anyone. You're
Yeah.
just dating.
Thank
You know what I mean?
Exactly. You're
I
just
agree.
hanging out to see what's out there.
I agree. And I think that's very healthy. I
Just
think
putting
it's-
it out there.
My
But
whole life has just
was-
been jumping into relationship
a
and
good-
relationship and relationship. Like
Well,
I'm
you're-
actually having fun right now, and I'm enjoying
you in
myself.
love with
No,
love?
Hot girl summer.
am I in what?
Are you in love with love?
Typically, yes. I think everybody has some
thinking
type
about-
of
yeah.
addiction, right? No matter what it is, it could be anything like
You're in love
video
with love?
games.
You said that love is not a thing.
Let me tell you. I'm in love with what we were talking about. So I told you I don't think people fall in love. I think
They fall in the concept of
everything
love.
that they feel like, right? Like the rush
Real
of endorphins and
the
all of that
beginning.
stuff.
The beginning,
It's like a high,
yeah.
like when you first
Exactly.
do heroin. I'm assuming.
How would you-
So like that, you know how they say like you do a drug and then that person keeps trying to chase that high. I feel like that's how I am with love. Like I love the feeling, the beginning of all
Yeah.
of it, and yes. So that I feel like that's my addiction.
So what's your like threshold to know that it's going to go forward? Like continue that like spark,
What do you mean?
that beginning, that euphoric feeling.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he's awesome. I want to talk to him every day. Fall
Right.
asleep on the phone with him.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. So what if the falling asleep on the phone with him, like you guys start becoming mature and saying we have jobs, we can't
Mm-hmm.
do that. and then you guys end your phone calls.
You're
But
saying
here's what I'm
what?
saying. It starts slowing in, but the fun's still there. It's just you're not 24/7 anymore.
No, because then you like start doing other things, right? So then it's not just being on the phone. Maybe like you go on more dates, or you have
Yeah.
different
Just
experiences,
hang
or
out.
you travel, or you just do different things together, and then that kind of takes the place of the other things that you were doing. Because
In the
in the beginning, you're not
In the
taking
beginning,
trips
just
with people. You're
drinking and fucking. That's really what it is.
Right.
Yeah, you're
So-
like, I love this.
yeah.
That's
Now you're just
why-
adding different
yeah.
things in. So
Now
you're still
like,
drinking and fucking, but
hey,
now you're traveling.
Here's
and
my
you're,
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Mom's
you're putting
coming
in
with,
exactly.
you know.
You're introducing different levels now, and then that kind
But
of
you
keeps
just
it going.
said it.
And then it
Just-
gets to a
and
point
then
where
you
you're
I have
like,
a question.
your bullshit is not worth all of this.
I have a question.
Yes.
How would you feel if someone who you've second date introduces you to someone in his family?
Ooh.
Your eyes got really wide.
Right. So
That's
you're
going
saying
too far.
that. So let's say like it's just our second date, and then
Second date. It wasn't like planned.
right.
He's
So
like,
can I give you an example of
Here's
the
my
opposite?
elderly grandmother that I take care of.
So
Tell her we're getting married.
So remember that guy I dated very briefly.
Like last week.
This was years ago, but the time was brief.
See, I don't remember that time.
Bodybuilder?
Yes.
You told me about him, but I
So-
don't remember him.
Second date. Actually, we had only gone on 2 dates. And then I was
So
out.
this is
It
the
was
third
my
date.
brother's. No, it wasn't a date. I was out with my family. It was my brother's birthday. All of my siblings were there. We went to, what was that called? Headquarters? The beercade place?
Yeah.
We went there. We were all there, friends, partying, blah, blah, blah. He calls me. I think I like Snapchatted like us at the place.
Right.
It didn't say where we were, but I mean, if you knew
Right,
the,
yeah,
the
you
place,
know
you
the
could see
place.
it's filled
Yeah.
with fucking arcades. So he calls me and he goes, hey, what are you up to? And I was like, oh, I'm out with my family. You know, I'll give you a call tomorrow. Then he ends up texting me. He's like, hey, are you guys at Headquarters Beercade? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm like right around the corner. I'm gonna stop in. So he basically introduced
Invited
himself.
himself.
He invited him. I'm telling you, there was like a lot of things where I was like, ugh, this is weird. That's why it lasted like maybe a month and a half.
Are you talking about
Maybe.
the recent one?
No. This was years ago. This was like
That's
6
too
years
much.
ago.
That's like forcing
It was-
yourself
yes.
upon somebody. That's
and
gross.
then I was so, I'll never forget, I was so mad because I had to fucking introduce him to my family, and I'm just like, this is so weird. I don't want to introduce. I don't like you
you're
like
not
that.
there. You're not there
because
yet.
he was a total like what they call meathead. He was a total like.
But the way I look at it, it's like, say you were texting back for, hey, what are you doing tonight?
Poor
I'm
guy.
here.
poor guy.
You do your thing, I do my thing. And then we, like, hey, you want to come by? Like, because I'd be like, hey, leaving here. I'll see you later. Hey, come on by. You know, that's a different story.
There was no like, hey, do you mind if I stop by? Then I would have been like, no, Or yes, I do mind. Like, don't come by. What are
No.
you doing? What are you doing?
No, I don't mind. Oh, okay. That's not what I
But-
meant.
Yeah, so that was that. But if I was out with someone and he would have introduced me on the second date to like his brother,
It would have the same effect, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I feel
it
like
would-
brother and sister are...
well, no, that date it was all of my siblings. I don't want to introduce
No, I get
anybody
it.
to my siblings. Like,
Until you think you're sure. Yeah. You know
Until
what I'm saying?
until you think they're going to be around for more than a month, right? Like,
maybe, but I don't know. I guess it was because I just really didn't.
you weren't digging them.
I wasn't digging him.
Yeah.
And so I just felt like it was
He
a
was
waste
just-
of time.
he was just a play toy?
Well, no, because even if I was digging him, but even if I still didn't like right now, if the person one of the people that I'm seeing, if I would introduce him to my
One of
friends,
the people.
if I introduce him to my friends or family, it wouldn't be a big deal because we've been friends for years and we will be friends for years. So that wouldn't make me feel bad, but to have to like bring somebody into the fold.
That's
And
kind of a stranger.
my siblings
and could be
are
gone.
very my
Here's a
siblings are like
question.
this. Like they don't like that. They're
Here's a question I have. Say you've been friends with somebody forever and you started like kind of getting a little bit more closer.
Mm-hmm.
What if it ends? Are you willing to jeopardize that friendship?
Oh,
that's kind of
That's
Nate.
like the
Nate.
throwing the
Nate,
What?
I want you to answer my question too, though.
Yes, I will.
But all right, sorry.
so. You got some popcorn in the beer.
What's your question?
How would you feel if like your fucking date was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, meet my family? Date 2.
Like their family?
Yeah.
If they said that, I would show up. I would back the fuck up.
Why would you show up?
You would
Why
have
wouldn't
to-
you just
you
say
would-
no? I
just
don't
to be
feel like
polite.
that's
Just yeah,
Just to be polite because she's opening up that door, and I would show up. I may be a little drunk, and I'd say, "Hey, whatever comes out of my mouth."
See, that's crazy.
Usually at the end of that, have you guys seen Van Wilder, where he's got like the parents doing
Mm-hmm.
shots like off each other? That'd be me. I'd be the one. All right, now you do this, all that,
So
and the whole
maybe-
family's having fun.
Maybe another
you know?
level to the question: would you still do that if it was somebody that you still were unsure of how you
In the
saw
beginning,
them?
yes. In the beginning, yeah.
Okay, so if you were unsure and then they asked you,
But
what
I'm
would
invited.
you say?
That's the difference.
Right.
I wouldn't invite myself to it.
I know
yeah.
that. So what I'm saying is, if you were dating somebody and you weren't sure how you felt, like if you wanted to have a third
To
date
go
yet,
forward. Yeah. No, I get it.
and they invited you, what would you say?
That
would
would
you
push.
just say yes?
I would say yes, but it
I
would
would say
push
yes.
me back.
Yeah,
I would be
exactly.
Why would you say yes?
like, I don't want
then?
this.
Yeah.
Can I help you guys
I don't
out
wanna
with
be
something?
mean.
No,
No, but
I'm gonna help you guys out with something right now
I
because I'm
would
going to
be
tell
polite. I would be very polite. They could win.
Women appreciate honesty,
And that's how I am.
and if you would just
That's
say
a fucking lie.
whatever, Ernie,
Yeah, that
you're
is
not a
true.
woman.
No.
You're not a woman. So we're not going to do this right now. You're doing it again. I'm telling you right now. Women appreciate honesty.
Well,
like if you just say,
why
I
am I
don't think,
getting
I don't
grilled?
think we're, I
I'm
don't
just
think we're
kidding.
here right now. Like I don't, I'm.
You don't think you're here?
No, I don't think
Oh,
that we're
you're
in a
there in a
place
relationship.
where I want to meet your family. I would, maybe 5 or 6 dates in, I would love to meet them. But right now, let's just kind of still
Do
figure
it,
each other
but
out.
think about
What
it.
is what do you think she's gonna do?
Do you
Fucking
really go
kill herself?
five, 6
No.
dates in? No one does anymore. That's like fucking 1950.
Oh Jesus!
No one does that anymore. It's like 3 dates, we're together.
I've been.
You're
in
bad.
I've
You've
met
never
a lot of
dated
women where sometimes I feel like I have to lie to them.
Well, then what does that tell you?
I shouldn't be with them.
Correct.
Yeah,
So then don't lie and walk away.
maybe. Sometimes it's really good.
Oh Jesus Christ!
If it's really good, I want to keep that going.
What, the sex?
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
don't have an emotional connection.
But if I feel like if the sex is amazing and
Yeah.
if they're cool people, it's like why
It's
wouldn't
like
I
maybe
exercise
I'll
this?
just like I'll
I want to
I'll play along,
I want to exercise the demons.
but I'll tell you, like
But I'm telling you, the new way to go into dates are tell me your flaws.
I love that.
Don't ever say, "Hey, so tell me about you."
Right, because then everybody always tells you all the. I want to
a
know
job
what.
interview.
I want to know what makes you like. What do you?
So here's-
what about
here's-
you makes you a shitty person?
If I had to pick out one of my flaws, it's that I'm a perfectionist.
and you're perfect. Mine, I actually, okay, there's a question. Let's name our flaws. I'm stubborn.
I'm an asshole.
I'm shallow.
I'm really
no,
mean.
I'm just kidding.
I can be super mean. I can be like an asshole.
I can be too. Like, I can make you cry.
I can be an asshole.
Yeah.
For
No, like-
sure.
I've made people cry.
But here's the thing. I could be an asshole, and I can make you think that you did something wrong.
Ooh, that's called gaslighting, my
Yeah.
friend.
I hate that.
But I don't go down that road anymore.
Oh,
Good
no?
for you.
Yeah, I figured out. I think that's part of like changing when you get
Growth.
older. Yeah, like you're like, why am I fighting? Like you pick and choose your battles. If I'm in a battle, we're going no holds barred, and we'll see what's left standing. You know, like that's just how I do it now. So,
One of my worst
but I'm honest. You
things
know
that
what
I
I'm
do
saying?
is like if somebody I know has been through something that I've been through,
It'd be like it's just the time where Father McFlannery touched us.
stop it. I tend to not be as empathetic as I should because I just feel like, well, I made it out of that shitty situation,
like,
so
"That's
you can
cute."
do it.
Yeah,
like,
that's cute.
I
Yeah.
hate that about myself. So I always have to check myself and be like,
yeah.
okay, not everybody is you. Not everybody does things like you
I do
or
the same
whatever.
thing.
Like maybe they have a tougher time, you know?
I it's not even stuff that I've been through, but just in general, I'll be like, well, I mean, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
do
like,
that.
there's people in Ethiopia who don't have anything
I don't
to eat.
do that. It is the worst feeling in the world. Like I remember sharing with someone
I
that
know, I
I
feel
was like
shitty.
going through depression or whatever, and that was her first response was like, "But your kids are healthy. You have this and you have that." Well, thank you for putting it all in perspective for me. Why the fuck was I depressed? I'm sorry.
Well, I also do this. Like, I'll hold on to things to when it's time to release it. So if you do something and I see something that's been bothering me and it's never been fixed, I will hold on to it.
I do that too.
And when it's time to release the ammo, and it's
Yeah.
straight and it hurts and it sucks.
Yeah.
So that's that's just me.
If I feel disrespected
Yeah.
by someone that I really love and care about, like there's a person in my life I haven't spoken to, like had an actual conversation with since it's been about 7 months.
Get over it.
It's
Yeah.
been about 7 months.
Give him a call. Go ahead.
No.
Why?
And it was very hurtful.
What was hurtful?
It was just he was very disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
To you?
Yes. And
But what did you
Are you
say
talking
back?
about The Hobbit?
yes. No, I'm not talking about The Hobbit. And I don't know, it just
Answer these 3 questions
really-
and you shall pass.
it broke my heart. It broke my heart. We'll just say that. It broke my heart.
sucks.
And it does suck. But this person has a history of treating other people on
Like
our
garbage.
same, in the fold.
Garbage.
The same way. Yeah. And never taking accountability. And that's the part that I hold on to, where it's like, that's what fuels my, like, why can't you just,
Shut
you
up.
know you did something
No.
fucked up. Like, why can't you just apologize so we can move on?
No. I'm not. That's not what I was mentioning, though. Like, what I was saying is that, like,
No,
How
I was
stubborn,
talking
like-
about my bad trait.
Yeah.
oh,
Bad traits.
I thought you were talking about
I'm not
like
talking about
going
what
into
you said.
relationships.
I'm talking about-
minimalizing
Yeah, no.
somebody else's feelings.
No,
The reason
I'm-
why-
I'm- we said we were talking about
The
something
reason why
else.
she goes through men a lot.
I fucking hate you.
That's actually what we're talking about.
underwear. She goes through men like underwear.
I wish.
So, guys, good luck.
I was just talking about this yesterday with my friend about how, like, I used to live vicariously through one of my girlfriends, maybe like almost 20 years back. Because she lived a fucking crazy single life. And every weekend I'd just be like, tell me more.
Yeah. Here's my question. Do you have demons?
Yeah, I
Why is
think,
there a fly down here? How's it get in the basement?
doesn't everybody to some extent?
Everybody's got demons.
Yeah,
But
I
do
have-
they
I
come
have-
out a lot?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Not,
I've been
not
pretty good.
to other people. They're all here.
If something goes awry,
Mm-hmm.
like say I'm just like super like, here we go, like I'm battling this battle, they'll come out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What are your demons?
It all starts back January 18th,
Oh my god!
1980.
Stop talking about your dad.
Small boy was born. was going to be named Alexander Lee and ended up being Nathan Matthew.
I feel like a middle name Lee is gross.
Well, it was going to be spelled
Glad I
cool.
didn't
Unless
do
you're
that.
Unless you're-
IGH.
Unless you're Asian.
I was gonna call my daughter Victoria Lee.
Could you
Like
imagine?
Glad I didn't do that.
Leigh? Gross.
No.
No, that's
L-E-E.
actually-
It just makes me think of...
L-E-E.
That's the girl way to
I
well,
know,
no,
but
not
I was
L-E-E.
gonna do it.
L-E-I-G-H is
I
the
know.
girl way.
I was gonna do it Victoria L-E-E. Victoria
Like
Lee.
Lee branded jeans?
Yes.
It makes me think of like
Montgomery
Robert
Wards.
E. Lee.
Montgomery Wards. That's what Lee reminds me of.
That's just...
They're not Levi's.
Right.
They're just Lee.
Ooh. Hard as a rock.
Here's a question I
'Cause
just
I'm no
thought
sucker.
about right now.
What's your question?
I just realized something. When I was younger, a lot younger, dudes had. Does pre-cum change as you get older?
Why?
Like, I can't remember the last time I slept with someone that had that.
Pre-cum?
Oh, you mean like where it's like just you're hard
like wet,
and it's just like
and it's
wet?
wet. Yeah, before that. Like,
That's natural, actually.
I,
It's just-
I'm not saying that it's
I still-
unnatural. I'm saying, like, does it...
I still get that.
does it go
okay.
away?
Yeah, that's what
No,
I
I
was because I
still
can't
get it.
remember the last
No,
time that I
Still
dealt
get
with
it.
that.
Yeah.
It's not deep.
I remember all the time when I was young.
We're not
No,
like...
I don't mean deal with it in a
yeah,
negative
it's
way.
like
I'm
a
just saying the
clear
last time I
liquid. It
experienced
just comes
that.
out, yeah.
Yeah, like that would happen a lot when I was
think
young.
we just
but
don't
not as
notice
I'm
anymore
older.
because we're just older. We're like, who gives a
Yeah,
shit?
there's
I
times
notice.
where
notice
like
everything.
I know we're about to fuck and stuff like that.
You
my
heard
brain,
that?
yeah,
Sorry.
my brain went.
I'm like, I notice everything.
I'm like,
Yeah.
well, what I've been doing behind the bar.
What's that smell?
Okay, it's no shower Sunday.
Yeah.
No, it's look what I did last night.
Did you ever do that to anybody? You did that to someone?
Come on.
You're fucking gross, dude.
My
all the
high
time.
school boyfriend did that to someone.
I know, I still do it.
That's gross.
To this day.
Wait, with your...
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I do it to Marky all the time. I'm like, look what I did last night.
Yeah, he did it to his best friend.
Really?
That's my best friend, is Marky.
So now he knows what you smell like. Is that? I don't think there's a big difference,
There's
right? They
not.
pretty much all smell the
Yeah, it
same,
smells
right?
like
Oh,
fish.
really? I saw.
Yeah.
No?
What?
No,
What?
did not smell like.
I've had ones that don't.
I don't think that's a good thing.
I've had ones that
That's-
don't smell at all.
Yeah.
I don't
that's-
like seafood.
I don't think that's a good thing.
Prove it.
No, I'm being serious. I don't think that's a good. That's
No,
not
no,
a
no.
good thing.
I don't like
it's
seafood.
Minerals and whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I saw a meme the other day.
It
that
does
said,
smell, though.
It said something like.
It does.
It
It's
said,
it's a
don't
cavity.
smell.
It said
Like
if
if you
a
smell
woman,
my butthole, it'd smell like poop. Because
it
poop
said
comes out of there.
if your girl smells like
Cologne,
like fruit and flowers,
leave it alone.
yeah, because she's supposed to smell like the air that comes out of the PS5,
What the
like the
fuck?
hot air
Yeah,
that
the
comes
hot air. This.
That smells.
Oh my
That
God.
smells. I would imagine that smells so chemical, like a brand new car or something like
Right.
that. Yeah, so I figured like you would have seen some pretty crazy shit as a bar owner.
Women cheat more than men.
Yeah, you said that on a previous podcast. I want to say.
I've been asked multiple times, can I go at the back? He's here. I'm like, who? My husband? Why do you need to go out the back? Because I'm here with another guy.
Wow.
You can go out the side door that's open to the public. But no, you're not going into through my back room. It is true. Women get away with it. I've also, one of my bartenders, Chad, God bless him. End of the night, guy's got the bar stool, like away from the bar. He's like sitting in the middle of the floor. And he's like drunk because and his friends are like, wrapping everything up. He's not driving, all that stuff. He just has a cup. And then he just sits there and he just goes in the cup, then puts it on the bar, and then leaves. We thank you for puking in the cup. But Chad, the trooper man, one of my best bartenders, grabbed that cup and it was still hot. And put it in the garbage. Chad was a trooper man. That was, just imagine hot barf.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Just in a cup. 16 ounces exactly. It was filled to the brim.
Give me your beer back.
Exactly. That was a gross one. What else? God, there's a lot. I could keep going. I had a guy ask me if he could borrow a pitcher of beer. Sure, as long as you give it back. I don't,
Yeah.
Hey, man, and it's actually illegal to give free drinks away in the state.
Of Indiana?
Yep. You have to have like a comp tab. Somebody has to pay for it. You have to show proof that it was purchased.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So I had a comp tab and a spill tab. So usually went on the spill tab because the comp tab was like, well, we spilled this. Mm-hmm. If excise came in, they'd be like, what's this comp tab? Oh, that's for food. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you guys had food too?
Yeah. I mean, like pizzas.
Oh.
You have to have 24 cans of soup on hand.
What?
They can't be expired. So you can literally go to Aldi, spend $7, put it in the corner, and never serve the soup. As long as it's not expired, you're good.
Why is Indiana like this?
You have to have hot coffee, like ready to go. What else?
Wait a minute. This is sounding oddly familiar. Keep going.
Illinois is almost the same. You have to have food.
Did you have to have sandwiches?
No, you can have like pizzas.
little frozen pizzas.
I'm asking because a friend of mine, after a very rough night of drinking, that's what he does. He eats a can of soup, a sandwich,
And coffee.
Yeah, I'm like, that's why I'm like, is sandwiches on this list, or are sandwiches on the list?
No, you just have to have something available to eat.
All right.
That's, I think, almost every state.
Do you think the premise for that was like for them to sober up?
Yeah, which isn't true. It doesn't work. Mm-hmm. You're still drunk.
Bread soaks it up, right? That's a French thing. That's why you use toast.
Oui.
No.
Oh, toast.
No, if you look at science, your liver does all the work. No matter what you do.
I guess your stomach would still extract it and send it to the liver, you know what I mean?
To your butthole. And then eventually to your butthole in the morning. Everybody's had hangover shits.
Oh my god.
Where you're like, you walk into the bathroom, you're like, man, I feel like crap.
By the way,
And then you shit and you're fine.
I love my bidet.
What was it called? Like center hole?
No, it should be.
Hit the spot. Right on the money.
No, what?
Is that the
Because
favorite thing you own?
because of the beer shits
Oh,
that we're talking
Oh,
about.
because they're liquid?
It's so great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, quick rinse. You know what I mean? Like, I don't use toilet paper at all. Well, I'm pretty much at all anymore.
Wow.
Like, that shit is not a joke. You know, they say,
Literally?
like,
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
A joke. Yeah. Shit's not a joke.
but yeah, it's like, you take a nasty, no matter it, I don't know. You guys have had those poops that stick
Yeah, the
to your
foam.
butthole?
They're like foamy.
They stick to your butthole?
You've never had foam poop? Where it's like,
Maria's like, I am not participating in this conversation.
correct. Y'all are nasty.
What? Because we talk about our poops?
No one wants to hear about shits.
everybody can relate. Everybody poops.
Everybody poops. There's a
nobody's
book
sitting,
about
no,
it.
I get that, but nobody's sitting
like 10
listening
pages.
to
It's
this
real
saying,
quick.
this is my favorite part of the podcast. They're talking about shit.
Again.
Again.
I think some
No.
guys. I think some people.
So is that your favorite thing that you own?
It's my best purchase of the
Maybe
year.
the guy in Australia in the outback loves when we talk about our poop.
Yeah. I don't know.
Does Australia scare you
do
guys?
they have bidets?
No. Yeah.
Australia scares me. They got some scary shit over there.
Yeah, but the toilet flushes
like their
backwards.
bats are like the size of
Horses.
children.
Children?
No, I'm serious. Their spiders are fucking humongous.
501.
The whole thing.
I actually wear 507s.
I remember shopping by numbers.
Do you remember the button fly campaign?
Yes.
So like button your fly.
I
They'd
remember
be at a urinal.
That's the worst.
in the early 2000s,
Horrible
Levi's
if you have to really go pee.
I would start undoing
Levi's
them on
was-
the way.
Levi's was one of the first jeans to incorporate stretch.
Yep.
Oh, those were my fucking jam. Like
That's when they started conforming.
Oh my god, those are the only jeans that fit my ass like perfect.
But then on top
Oh
of
my
that,
God,
I think
love them.
that's when men started noticing women's asses.
Yes, Absolutely.
Because when I was younger, it's like asses
A woman's
are
ass was
nothing.
not a. I mean, well, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
That was 90.
That was 93.
That was when the Stretch came out.
No. Stretch came out after that.
No, it wasn't
did.
94. 94 is like the epitome of everything.
I feel like Sir Mix-a-Lot opened my eyes. That's all I'm saying. Like
Because you don't want none unless you got buns.
Exactly.
You could do side bends
They
or
did-
sit-ups.
No, because you can watch movies from the early 90s where there wasn't
but just
stretch
don't lose
jeans.
that butt.
It was.
Who still does
I
side
think-
bends?
I think it was.
I do.
Who's like,
you know what I'm playing is that song. What a feeling.
Dun, dun.
See to believe in. If
you guys could see them dancing right now.
I brought the sprinkler back.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna bring that back. Next wedding I go to.
No, you're
sprinkler.
not. No one can bring that back.
Yes, I believe in that.
Oh yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
But do you do the
I saw you
like it
dancing
brings it back where it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
you do that too?
Yeah.
You just smack everybody
I
in its
love
way.
dumb dances. That's my shit.
So if you saw me on the dance floor
Ernie knows that.
doing the lawnmower,
I saw that earlier.
so if you saw me at a wedding doing the lawnmower, you'd be like,
I'd jump in and be like, yes, let's
you'd
do
be
it.
like, oh, I gotta get some
dancing.
groceries. Yeah.
Okay, so
Right?
seeing something like that, you jump in, you do the same thing. He thinks that you're into him. Are you into him?
Are you going
See,
forward?
why can't
I'm
I just
asking.
have
I'm
fun?
asking. I'm asking.
It's called courtship.
No.
I'm okay.
Yes.
So
if I
don't
see
assume
that,
it. So don't assume it.
Yes, if
But
that's what
that's
you're asking.
don't assume
peacocking.
it.
That's what a peacock does. He's like, "Bark, bark, bark, bark," you know. What does a peacock go?
Why do peacocks sound like chickens? Bark, 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 bark.
Bark, bark. I want your shit. Bark, bark.
No, that's one of my.
That's how I peacock.
So look, as a guy, if someone jumped in and started doing the same thing, we started vibing, I would think like, oh, maybe she's into me because
We're doing the same
because
dance.
we're kind of like, you know,
We're on
we're
the same level.
exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I would like to get to know this person
Yeah, I hope she likes anal.
because no one else did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Does that make sense?
Out of everybody in the whole wedding, you came down and shopping carted it.
right.
I was mowing the grass. We're a couple.
And that's why I
That
hate
makes
being a
sense.
woman.
That makes sense. You go get the groceries, I'll mow the grass.
If it was another guy, I'd be like, ugh.
I'm glad you know
Like,
how to go
ugh,
grocery
that-
shopping.
This guy wants to fuck me.
Want to do the sprinkler? Do you?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
It's kind of hot.
If you think about it, if a guy does the sprinkler then mows the grass, he knows how to take care of a lawn.
It's such a stupid joke.
So
Jesus Christ.
I want you guys next wedding you go to, if
Okay,
you see
I'm
that,
going to be in one next month. Or not, I'm going to one.
ask him if he's got a good lawn. There's got to be one guy that just pops out, especially if they're our age.
Does the sprinkler?
Does the sprinkler and then mows the
Are you
grass.
going with somebody? Mm-hmm. Oh, you can't have fun then.
Can't have 2 dates? Wouldn't it be fun to go with us?
It
Oh,
would.
and we could do a podcast there.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I was
Ask him if it's
uninvited.
okay if we do a podcast there. That'd be fun if you think about it. We just talked about
No.
it. That would be fun.
No.
Oh, because there's an X there, right?
No, that's my. Anyway, so what were we talking about? Yes. So Ernie, to answer your question,
She's
To
got
answer
dollar
your-
bills, y'all.
to answer your question,
They don't make $1,000 bills.
don't do that.
What?
Don't do what?
Don't
assume?
Don't
no,
assume.
of course not.
Okay.
And it's hard not
No,
to.
you
but
asked the
like,
question, so I'm just telling you. Yeah.
okay, so if I see, I started
about
talking
this?
to a girl.
How about this?
I started talking to a girl recently, and because she pointed out a tattoo on me, right? She's like, "Oh, that's a nice tattoo." We started talking. Whenever I hit on a girl, or whenever I want to start conversation with a girl, when I think she's attractive, and I see tattoo, I'm like, "Oh, that's an interesting tattoo." So it's like I thought she was doing that
Kill
with
that
me.
fly, Nate.
I thought she was doing that with me.
Where's
Is what
the
I'm
cat?
saying.
The cat
And
is
so-
like the ultimate beast.
To kill flies.
No, To Kill a Mockingbird. Good book.
Okay,
Flint.
so you.
Our man.
What? I assumed the opposite, and then I hollered at her. I said, "Hey, you want to do something?"
Did
blah,
she
blah,
get
blah?
scared?
Don't do it. Don't do it. I know you. I know you. I know you.
I know. Okay,
I
okay,
hate
fine,
you so
okay,
much.
been
go.
I would have been like, holler for $1. That'd been me.
That's what I meant, Allard.
Yeah, no, I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Okay.
I just asked her, like, hey, would you like to do something? She said yes. So it's like, I assumed that she was hollering at me, or she was like
Nate.
trying to talk to me or whatever.
Hashtag tacos. Okay.
I hate you so much.
Like hard taco?
Oh, I'm ready to eat that all
Oh,
day.
Jesus Christ.
I prefer a burrito.
What's a white person taco? Tuna?
No, maybe a panini?
A panini?
No, that's Italian.
Panini. Well,
What's
we
a
are
taco?
Caucasian.
White people are
Right.
not Caucasian. They're Latin.
White people
They're
are
Latino.
I am not
Okay.
Latino.
So what is your point?
White people are Latin.
What is your point?
Literally
go?
just, I assumed that she was into me because of that.
That's different.
Which is
it's
like-
over time.
it's
you
kinda
guys
like
are
the
having
same
a
thing as the
conversation.
dancing thing.
No, it is.
Quit yelling at each
Is what
other,
I'm
guys.
saying.
Like, geez.
It's not. So anyway, the point is,
Did you hook up
don't
with her or
assume.
not?
Don't assume.
I try not to.
It's that type of podcast.
If you dance with each other and then you're like, oh my god, she seems fun and cool and blah blah blah, then you can ask her a
knows how
follow
to
up question like,
waltz.
hey, you want to go get a drink? And then
Right.
if she does, and then you can talk to her and see what the deal is.
And then you check
Don't
out her
just
dress.
assume
Make
that
sure
because
it's
she
easy to
dances
get
with
off.
you, she's
It's
into
not
you.
like I'm like gonna walk up to her and start kissing
Nobody
her.
said that. Nobody said
That's
that.
what
All
I
I'm
did.
saying
Either way-
is, you said. I'm just going by your words.
I'm glad you guys
said-
are arguing about
You
this.
said if she were to do that, you would assume that she was
Mom,
into you.
Dad, can you stop?
All I'm saying is don't assume until you have an actual
What I'm
conversation.
no
with
no
her.
no no no.
Because I might see you doing that and be like,
My-
oh my god, that's so fun. I love that dance. And then I want to go do
my
it too.
assumption is then to ask you for a drink,
Right. That's different.
and then
That's not what you said.
But no, that's part of my assumption. If I think that you like me, I'm going to ask you for a drink,
Cool.
right?
I think
Right?
at every wedding.
If I don't assume that you like me, then I'm not going to ask you that question.
Correct.
So
But
either
we
way,
weren't talking about
we're saying the
drinks.
same thing.
Well, we weren't talking about drinks.
We were.
We weren't.
We were talking about, like,
and then you
dancing.
said that she-
No,
she's
because-
dancing, you assume that she is into
Yeah,
you.
and then I would ask her if she wants to have a
Which is what I
drink.
just said, yeah.
And then
That's
we would
the right
and then-
way to do it.
Exactly. Well, but that's either way. It's the same course of action. What I'm saying is that if you did that, I would automatically be like, "Hey, do you want a drink?" You know what I mean? Or do you want to? Hey, what's your story? Like, let's talk. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I would want to get to know you.
Right. That's a good way. That is a good way to
But that's
gauge
the-
someone's interest.
But that's the same thing as what I'm not going to be like, "Oh, I'm going to grab your ass now"
Nobody said that.
because you have to be into me. You know
Nobody
what I
said
mean?
that.
Like,
Nobody said that.
exactly.
Nobody
I thought that's how you get
Nobody said
somebody
that.
Nobody said that.
into you.
So I
is
don't know
you
why
just
you're saying
grab
it.
someone's ass. You're like, hey,
Well,
Smack it.
Someone grabbed me by the
it.
dick.
what are you looking at?
The fly almost flew into the spider web, and I got really excited.
It's almost there. There it is.
I've never seen a fly get caught in a spider
I
web.
have.
That
I've
spider was
seen-
excited. It came down.
There's a spider.
Yeah, look at it's
Oh, right
yeah. It literally came down because it thought the fly was going to be.
I've never seen one get caught in a spider
It was
web.
like,
look,
finally.
look at him. He just ran. He just went down.
He's like, finally.
but
Go! Oh, so close.
oh my goodness, can you stop?
Everybody's gonna
What?
think like I have a dirty home.
It's like Nat Geo.
It's in the basement. There's a spider.
Exactly. It's where spiders belong, in the basement.
To eat.
It's an
the
unfinished
bugs.
basement too. It's not finished.
All right, I'll finish it for you.
Thank you.
Jesus.
God damn!
God.
Finally.
Get rid
Can
of
we
all
get a
this-
studio? Like, let's
Yeah.
have
Whoa.
soundproofing. Can you put soundproofing
Yes.
in here?
I'll do it all for you, Ernesto.
Thank you. Thank you.
Better cuddle with me later.
I'm going to. I'll kiss your chest.
Get lower.
Oh no. Maybe.
Okay.
Mouthful. Is it a mouthful?
Do you like chimichangas?
Smells like grilled chicken. Why
Nope.
does it smell like grilled chicken, Nate?
Smells like burnt hair down here. No, I'm just
Because of nads? Or no, nair?
nads.
Because of nair?
Nads. I mean, I like nads.
You told me. Yeah, you eat nads. Or no, your girlfriend.
My
Or-
ex.
Gross.
See what happens. So yeah, how's everybody doing?
Sorry. Somebody from work called me. And I was trying to figure out
This is how.
which rep it was.
No, I was just doing what Maria does when she's off her stool.
What's that?
This
It's up to your
forehead.
forehead.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
I told you it's the same thing.
I did not expect that. That's so
It's
funny.
the illusion of the bar.
I'm a midget.
You're not a midget.
I know, I'm a
Midget's-
short
how
person.
How tall are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Do you have a headboard?
Almost 5'3". What?
Do you have a headboard?
No, I do not.
Do you have a headboard?
Yes. It's just a pillow cushion.
Why?
Oh, just curious.
Why?
Sex
Ernie?
is better sometimes with a headboard.
No,
that's all.
Oh, no.
Doesn't matter.
Because you can use it for like leverage.
But if you have a like a
I use the
Tempur-Pedic,
wall.
like what are they? The sleep number beds.
A
Doesn't
headboard.
matter.
A headboard has like like the ledge. You can just like clip onto that and then
Clip on. What the fuck are you?
Right?
I don't know. I
I
just
just clip
eagle.
on to things.
I
No.
feel like
That's when men don't cut their toenails.
I know
talons.
someone. I know someone with kids, and they're like, life hack: put a pillow between the headboard and the wall,
Yeah.
so that way it doesn't like
It
bang
goes. It
against
just
it.
goes.
Yeah, that way
So
your kids
it
don't.
just sounds like you're screwing a screw in.
sounds like you're
Get
screwing
it?
Eeyore.
Yeah. Thanks for noticing.
Donkey. Got it.
Thanks for noticing.
I'm just saying, like
Well,
I've
I don't
used
know,
it.
Pooh.
I've used it. I've used it. I used to not have a headboard, and then I invested in one. And there's
Pointless.
there's not. There's dust all upon.
That's why.
There's dust on the top of the headboard, except for where 2 handprints are.
So I feel like we're done.
Are we?
Yeah, man. Just end it. We're just ending it. So hope you guys.
We're
had a
just
good
ending
time.
it. Fuck you
Yeah.
guys.
Make sure
It's
you go
over.
make sure you go on the books and the grams and the tweets.
Is that what they call it? That
That's what I'm calling.
Sounded
I'm
call it.
so old right now.
I'm starting a new thing.
be on the gram.
Be on the gram.
They
the
call it the
tweets.
gram though. The cool people call it the gram.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's time to go. We can sit here on the microphone all day.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, for real though, visit our social media. Go to anchor.fm
Or Podbeam.
and you will get links to all of our social media. Interact with us that way. Please comment, please like, please subscribe. If you have any questions for Maria, specifically for Maria,
Yes.
I think a lot of us have questions for Maria.
Yeah.
Why?
Every day. Every day I have questions.
We all have questions. Where do you like to be touched? I asked you that earlier today. Remember, I said the ears
Well, you were.
and the neck.
Okay, fine.
I did.
All right.
You're just
all
like
right.
conforming. You're
I'm
like,
taking
Yeah.
notes too.
this is ending soon. We're
Right.
good.
Are you done?
This is ending soon.
But for real though, please like, subscribe, comment. It would be great to get some comments from you all.
you think we should start paying attention to who follows us and like shut them out?
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
yeah.
If you comment, we will shout you out
Yes.
and give you fame and fortune.
And even if you just follow us, we'll shout you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even whoever you want us.
Please, God,
Yeah.
just this is anything.
If you're breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're listening.
Yeah. Just say, ugh, no sense of direction.
No, but and we were talking about this. Honestly, the best way for this to spread is for you all to tell people about it. You were talking to a truck driver or something like that.
Yeah,
said it
we
was
do have
pretty
a new
good.
listener. Felipe.
Where's he at?
Probably in a truck.
Go
So thanks for listening, Felipe.
Hey, thank you very much.
Get your peeps to listen too.
But yeah, good episode, guys.
Yeah.
We're just hanging out.
Thanks,
and
yeah.
Enjoying, but
We
no
had a good
sense of
time.
direction, just
Good
hanging
time.
out, having a good time. I'm Nate.
I'm Ernesto.
And I'm Maria.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night, Earth.
Peace.
Actually, I had a stripper in Vegas. She literally, she put it like 4 quarters down and sucked them up in her vagina and then spit one out at a time. Is that the crazy horse?
Sounds fitting.
That's some good Kegels. Like,
The crazy hose.
yeah, it's like, good lord. Then I had one stripper. She went up the pole. Like, I had one stripper. She went up the pole and then she fell from the top.
Oh, wow.
She looked straight into my eyes, like dead, like.
Oh, my
And I was like, "I'll pretend like I didn't see that.
Right.
It happens."
Oh my god.
She like got off stage immediately.
She was bleeding from her head.
She forgot to wipe the pole. You know how they come out with the towel? But their song's playing. It's like, come on, man. It's like half the song, you're like wiping down a bowl.
What would be your stripper name?
Kyle. Welcome, Kyle.
Mine would be Rod.
Oh, like Rodney.
Just Rod.
Yeah, I can see it.
Hot Rod.
Mine would be Peach. Peaches.
Peaches?
Only
Your
if
emoji?
you, Ernesto, only if your stripper song's like Final Countdown, like Europe. Ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, na-na-na-na-na.
I was thinking of
And then fireworks happen, and it's like poof. And then you're like,
You definitely need pyrotechnics if you're going to be a stripper.
oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.